Welcome to Get Together, a community podcast for fans where we cover all things games, entertainment, and technology exclusively on the G.E.T. network. I'm your host, Showtime, and I'm here along with my good friend, Buddha. What's good, Buddha?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody doing good. I hope everybody had a great week like I did. You already know how we doing out here.
Hey, yes, sir. And we can't thank you enough for setting aside some of your time to be here with us today. Together, we'll be bringing you the latest about games, entertainment, and tech from all around the world. This is episode 8, and on this week's episode, we'll be talking about trouble in Xbox land, trouble in paradise in Disneyland, and Apple trying to stay in the competition, and much, much more. So whether you're a gamer, a movie TV buff, or a tech geek, Get Together is the podcast for you. So what have you been up to, Buddha? How you been?
I've been doing good, man. I'm doing good. You already know. Playing a lot of games. I'm still in Xenoblade Definitive Edition on the Switch, and I'm alternating between the usual Madden 2Ks and a little bit of trying to hit my backlog. So I'm tackling Final Fantasy 16 right now. How about you?
My week has been a little rough. I caught a nail in my tire this week. Blew up my whole tire. Glad I didn't spin out or crash or anything like that, so I'm a little grateful. Besides that, yeah, it's been a crazy week for me. But besides that, I've been good trying to catch up on that backlog. I finished Stray finally. I cannot believe it. I've also been playing Netflix mobile SpongeBob. I'm playing the Silent Hill, the short message. I finished that. PS4 graphics. Again, we talked about that last EP. It wasn't that great for me. So, I finished that. I finished Prince of Persia, the demo. That was great. Alan Wake 1, we talked about it. I finished that, the remaster. And I've been on my Coin Masters, which is a mobile game. And I've been having a ball besides that. So
That's great.
Yeah. So any new movies or TV shows you've been watching lately?
TV shows. I finished Reacher.
Okay.
On Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That was actually great. Season 2 of Reacher was great.
Okay.
And movies, I started on Amazon too. TV wise, I started on Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And movies, I'm trying to tackle some old movies. I'm still stuck in the early 2000s with the movies and everything.
Okay. I'm actually trying to backlog myself on Lucifer, so I started Lucifer from season 1 all over again because I was missing me some Lucifer.
Fire.
Yeah, facts. My Hero Academia, catching up on the newest seasons, and I actually just started the Percy Jackson and the Olympians. So yeah, it's been fire so far. They come from New York, went through Port Authority, and right now I'm at the point where they're in Trenton, New Jersey. So
Hey,
I'm kind of
shout out
hyped.
Jersey. Shout out
Yeah,
Jersey.
facts.
Yeah, we out here. We out here. Percy was amazing. I love Percy.
Yeah. Any new tech that you've dabbled in lately or want to get into?
Not that I can think of.
No.
It's
I
just
want
a
to
little
dabble
slow
into
for
a new
those.
PC, to be honest. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but the way my pockets is talking, they're like, it's no PC in your future, buddy.
Yeah, that's a fact. $2,000 for a nice PC nowadays, and I don't got it right now.
Yeah, especially with the new 4080 Supers out there. Yeah, very enticing.
Definitely. Well, we're going to get into our first topic of the day, which is gaming. And we're going to start off with our first article, which is Xbox going multi-platform. Yes, you heard that, multi-platform. And it's been kind of crazy lately. Phil Spencer just recently dropped a tweet saying, "We listen and we hear you. And we've been planning a business update event for next week where we look forward to sharing more details with you about our vision for the future of Xbox. Stay tuned." So, yeah, I mean, that's a lot going on. Xbox bought that Activision Blizzard. Layoffs have been going off. The FTC is mad at Xbox currently, which is breaking news that why are they firing people after they just bought this new company? But apparently that FTC didn't know about was that Activision was already laying off people prior to Xbox even buying Activision, which is wild. Like we're living in a wild time right now.
Right. I mean, if you just look at the market of video games in general. I believe they did a numbers count, and they said something along the lines of in 2023 alone, there
Mm-hmm.
was 6,000 to 10,000 layoffs. And in
Yeah,
January by itself of 2024, we're almost already at the levels of the entire 2023. And
yeah,
the year just started. And also about the FTC and Xbox. The FTC, they already know this thing. The Bobby Kotick came on the stand and even said that,
mm-hmm.
hey, if we don't get this merger, more than
Mm-hmm.
likely we're going to have to do layoffs anyway. And on top of that, if you do the research, Activision for the past 2 years went from 10,000 employees to
Mm-hmm.
7,000 employees. Just like
Yeah,
every other tech company that came out after COVID, they had that big rush of hirings and everything like that. And as you
yeah.
see, a lot of companies, well, majority of tech companies are out here firing people and laying them
Yeah,
off.
yeah, they are. They are, which is the crazy part. Even though these numbers are still high, Xbox for the first time ever has had multiple players playing their games after, of course, we have to add an Activision, Blizzard, and King because, mobile consoling and PC gaming. So they've had the highest number that they've ever had,
Yeah,
which
and they're
is which
gonna
is
get more.
crazy.
They're gonna get more with Indiana Jones and with you know
Hmm.
Starfield and with the talk of Xbox going multi-platform. Phil Spencer saying that, hey, we're gonna tell everybody what's going on next week.
Hmm.
What I think is going on, I think yeah, Activision is gonna be a third party, and I
Yeah.
think Bethesda is gonna be a third party.
Hmm.
But I believe everything else underneath the actual Xbox Studios, because you see Microsoft has Microsoft Gaming at the top, and then underneath that there's
Yeah.
Xbox Studios that has a bunch of their other studios like, um, you know, the 343s and the Playground Games, the Forza Team Turn 10,
Hmm.
and on the other side, you have Activision, which is its own entity, and ZeniMax, which owns Bethesda. They're their own entities. So I believe they're just going to keep those publishers as they were and
Hmm.
continue for them to be publishers as third party publishers to publish everywhere. And you just have to pay $70 if you're not playing it on Xbox and have Game Pass. And that way they could try to have their cake and eat it too
Hmm.
and recoup some of that money that they might be losing on a offside to help fund some other Game Pass exclusive Game Pass games and Game Pass endeavors.
Yeah, but you say that, but some of these Xbox fanboys are not completely happy with that. I had to actually call one out on Twitter and tell him to stop the cap, stop the cap, stop the cap. Stop the cap, because listen, man, listen. There was a person who went out on Twitter. It was like, oh, I burned down my Xbox because I'm so mad that Xbox is going third party. Bro, first of all, I had to go out on Twitter and tell this Xbox fanboy that he's sitting there capping. You're capping. You did not destroy your Xbox. You did not. And I got the community notes on this guy. You know why? Because you were capping, sir. You were capping. You did
How'd you
not burn
find
down
out?
your
How'd you find out he
Xbox.
was capping?
Okay, so I found out he was capping, right? So when the Xbox Series X and S originally dropped along with the PlayStation 5, people were smoking vapors into their Xbox and it was going viral. And Xbox and PlayStation had to come out and say, hey, don't do that and don't sniff your consoles and all this crazy stuff. We were living in a
Facts.
wild time during COVID.
Facts.
We were living in a wild time. And I seen this article saying that somebody Xbox had short circuited it from them doing that. So I was already, watching the news and seeing what was happening. So once I was like, whoa, I've seen this somewhere before. I've seen this picture somewhere before. So I was like, hold on, let me go back and do the research on it. And I was like, yo, this guy is capping. So I went to go take the original post and post it on his Twitter. I was like, bro, you're capping right now. You're capping. You did not destroy your Xbox.
Nope.
These fanboys out here lying, Buddha. They
Yep.
out here lying.
For our audio listeners, we have a tweet of the alleged assailant, and he put a picture on his Twitter account with a melted Xbox, essentially. And what Showtime did is he did the research, went back in time, and found the actual article where that picture is exactly from. And the article title is "Here's How an Xbox Series X Looks Like After a Short Circuit." This was
Crazy.
from xputer.com.
Xputer, yep.
Yep.
And it got the community notes popping now, and everybody's telling this man he's a bunch of cap. You're a capper. Whoever this guy is, I hope everybody keeps calling you out because you're such a capper, and you should not be part of the Xbox community because you're gonna sit here and cap. Don't even say nothing when Phil Spencer comes back and says we're not going third party. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, they're not.
Jeez.
There's I'm gonna say 80% chance you're 80% chance you're not going to see the Halo, Forza, Gears on Xbox. But I mean on PlayStation or Nintendo. But you don't
Mm,
become $1 trillion company by not using all your resources to their max
right,
potential. So for me,
right.
if it was me, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I would not give PlayStation the Master Chief Collection, but what I
Mm,
would give them is individual copies of Halo 1, 2, and 3 for sale. Or maybe just bundle those three remasters up for sale
mm.
since they're essentially two, three
Old games.
generations behind.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm cool with giving them legacy games so that
Mm-hmm.
way you could be like, hey, oh wow, I actually like Halo 1, 2, and 3. I want to play whatever the new Halo is, and in order to
Mm-hmm.
do that I have to get either a Game Pass or Xbox or both.
Right. Right.
So that way you could definitely have your cake and eat it too.
Mm-hmm.
But Bethesda, Starfield, I would assume is going to be on PlayStation eventually.
Yeah.
um
So I want to let all our listeners know the rumors currently right now is that on PlayStation 5, Gears of War will be dropping, Indiana Jones will be dropping, Hi-Fi Rush will be dropping, Sea of Thieves will be dropping, and Starfield will be dropping on PlayStation 5. And right now, all the fanboys are out to play.
yeah, I don't the Gears of War thing, I mean, it does follow my two generation rule because that came out
Mm,
on the 360 and we're two generations behind that. So I don't
yeah.
see no harm, well, not no, I don't see much harm in packaging Gears 1, 2, and 3 together and selling that for $70, $80 on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then when Gears 6 comes out on the Xbox, you're going to want to play that and you need an Xbox and a Game Pass for that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I also noticed that in October of 2023, Phil Spencer says, and quotes, Xbox is a community of players, so it's important to build a community of players for the brand for a variety of platforms, which gives the community and the brand even more strength. Just as we think of ROG Ally and the Steam Deck, and as part of the Xbox community, we need to think of many Nintendo Switch and PlayStation users as part of the Xbox community in the future. End quote.
All facts. All facts. Again, Hi-Fi Rush on the Switch makes sense. If they make a new Banjo, it
Mm,
makes sense. Sea of Thieves is a multiplayer game. If it was me, every multiplayer game would be everywhere on every system in existence.
mm,
All multiplayer games should be everywhere. That way, I can recoup all the microtransactions
mm.
for every single, game
Yeah,
sold or whatever.
yeah.
But I remember there was a quote Phil Spencer said when he was on trial, and he said that basically
Mm,
every game that we put on Sony's platform, they take 33%. And with
yeah,
that 30%, they use that money to fund other games to not come to Xbox.
yeah,
So you're still, if you're putting that on, what they're doing right now is essentially say, hey, we'd rather give up that 30% because now that we have Activision, all that extra microtransaction money is going to offset itself and we rather have that microtransaction money than have no microtransaction money at all. So giving up 30% to Sony
Correct.
is, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow, but we'll do it to get that extra billion plus dollars out there.
I mean, I feel like Xbox is already going everywhere. They already Xbox is already in Samsung televisions, which allows you to stream without a console. So why is it so unheard of, Buddha, to say Xbox is going multi-platform? Like it's already being able to stream on a television without a console. So why is this such a hard pill for people to swallow right now, you think?
Because people are still enriched into the actual plastic box persona of it all, and I need this plastic box as my gatekeeper
Yeah.
to the access of these 10% of games that I can't get anywhere else. And
Mhm.
what Microsoft is saying, hey,
Yeah.
we want, instead of 200 million people, we want to reach 2 billion people. And in order to reach
Yeah.
2 billion people, we got to meet them where they're at. And where they're at is mobile and
Mhm.
on their screen, and not paying $500 for a box. So
Mhm.
they're doing whatever they can to break those barriers down to get you into their ecosystem, because now it's not
Mhm.
about the console. Xbox is a ecosystem, a platform in itself. So they
Yeah.
want Xbox to be synonymous with gaming and Microsoft, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So when you think Xbox, you don't think the actual box. It's ironic that it's had the word box in it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
when they don't want you to think about the box essentially. They just want to
Mhm.
think about wherever you're at, you can play Xbox.
Yeah.
That's their thinking. So we'll see how
Yeah.
it goes.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like PlayStation has already copyrighted their, PlayStation 6, PlayStation 7, PlayStation 8, I believe, in other countries and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that they don't want to get rid of a box, but I believe that Xbox is going to drop out of the race of being the most powerful console and maybe just, being the most affordable console because again, you do have all these ROG allies out here. You do have Nintendo Switch out here. You have PlayStation, you have PC, most powerful PCs out here. So why do you really need a box?
Yeah, and then it leads to our next topic where there's a possible Xbox handheld out there, and this
Yeah.
comes from Windows Central Gaming. They said, "quote Could Microsoft make an Xbox handheld?" Which was liked
Hmm.
by Phil Spencer himself on Twitter, but then he
Hmm.
quickly took the like back, obviously because he saw
Yeah.
the firestorm that, hey, oh my God, they kind of know
Yeah.
what's going
Yeah.
on.
No, it was
Um,
rapid fire, and he quickly took that like back, like quickly, like it was like, and then everybody saw it.
yeah,
Everybody,
yeah. I mean,
everybody
because
got that screenshot.
you want to think it just makes the most logical sense, because right now Steam Deck is taking everybody's lunch. What they're doing is they have their exclusives on Steam,
Mm,
which is games that are exclusive to PlayStation, I mean to PC,
mm,
and they have PlayStation exclusives because those games from PlayStation like Spider-Man, Horizon,
mm,
God of War, those are also
yeah,
on
yeah,
Steam. So you get the
right.
PlayStation experience, and Xbox releases their games day one on Xbox
Mm,
and PC and
yeah,
Steam. So guess what? They have Xbox exclusives too.
yeah.
So sneakily, the Steam Deck created the ultimate console, and
Hmm.
it has Xbox scrambling like, hey, how the hell we didn't figure this out and we didn't do this?
Yeah.
And now that they have Activision under their belt, you could think
Hmm.
of it in a way as like, hey, we're the gatekeepers for the multiplayer realm,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
You need to have a Microsoft account, Microsoft Store, or whatever it is, to maximize your experience with our games. And I think that's what Xbox is going to do. Game Pass is going to be the definitive way you play games, whether it be on your $500 box, your $500 handheld, your $300 box, your
Yeah.
$200 tablet.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter, because either way, as long as you're playing the game, you're engaged, and
I mean, I,
hopefully,
I will say they got to figure out something because Android and Apple, they're kind of fighting, the whole cloud gaming thing, and we only have this limited amount of power that we can actually cloud game, and it's not 100%. So I feel like Xbox definitely has to figure out something. And not everybody likes Windows, which made Steam so great,
Hmm.
because it's not Windows. I feel like Windows, it has, I don't know, this
Limitations.
negative connotation. Yeah,
There's
like
limitations.
limitation, negative connotation for everybody.
But also, Microsoft didn't want to be the ones to basically spend the money to try that
Mm-hmm.
market out. So you use their partners like
Mm-hmm.
Asus and Lenovo, have them make
Yeah.
their handhelds, and you see how expensive there is. The difference between if Xbox was to make a first party handheld, it would be subsidized, meaning the ROG Ally is $600-700. The
Yeah.
Legion is $700-800. The Xbox handheld will
Mm-hmm.
be no more than $400.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because they know they're gonna recoup their money from either microtransactions and you buying games from the Xbox store.
Yeah. I mean, I will say they got to figure something out. Rather it's, putting maybe Microsoft Offices on these devices without it actually running slow, or, again, we know that Xbox is in charge of that whole AI thing now. So rather we're getting some free AI stuff, or I don't know. I feel like Xbox has to do something. So they have the money. They can do it. It's not like they're going to lose money. They're what, a $6 billion company now, from lately. So what's there to lose?
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, the Windows Store has
Hmm.
everything you just explained. Also, they have the Netflixes, the other apps like
Yeah.
calculators,
Without
notepad.
it slowing down your device though, and without it taking up too much space. Like that's always the thing. Too much, not having enough space, and these things actually slowing, these handhelds down.
Yeah,
So
they need to make either a Xbox operating system or a Windows Lite mode inside
mhm,
Windows 12 that can run on these powerful handhelds. Because I tell you what, Sony is definitely gonna make a handheld now. And when this Switch
yeah.
2 drop
Mm.
and the Steam Deck 2 happens, when that Steam Deck 2 happens, if Xbox and Sony don't have their handheld either announced or ready to ship, that they're going to be in a
Game over.
world of hurt. They're going to be in a world of hurt. So
Mm.
I'm interested to see where
Yeah.
things go. But we're still going to talk about Xbox and PlayStation because
Yeah. Yeah.
there's rumors that Xbox has been buying up a bunch
Mhm.
of PS5 dev kits. And for our audio listeners out there, we have some pictures of the official PlayStation 5 dev
Mhm.
kits out there that you can see. So there's been
Yeah.
reports going around that Xbox has been investing in PlayStation 5 dev kits because they will be moving all their games to
Mhm.
PlayStation. I don't believe all, but
Yeah.
hey,
I
that's
mean,
what
I
they're
don't believe
saying.
all either. I mean, they own Activision Blizzard now, which is in charge of Call of Duty. You want to bring Call of Duty to all devices. He's been saying this. Phil Spencer been said this. He wants to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo Switch. I don't know if it's going to be able. I don't know if a Nintendo Switch is going to be able to run Call of Duty, but he
Nintendo
wants to
Switch
be
2
bring,
can
maybe, possibly.
100%
I
can. And
listen
I'm
until we
telling you
see
right
it.
now,
Until we see it
Call of Duty
running perfectly.
this year's Call of Duty will be running on the Switch 2, the PS5 Pro,
How's it going to
and
look
the
though?
Xbox.
How's it going to look though?
It's gonna run 1080p 60, and on TV it's gonna be 1440 to 4K 60
Mm,
using NVIDIA DLSS. You heard it here.
mm. Mm. I mean, I want to see it. I want to see it. I really do. I hope that Nintendo can bring it. And again, we're talking about these dev kits right now. So I mean, we'll see. They have it. They do have it. There's nothing wrong with Xbox having these dev kits. Everybody can stop all that mess. Well, oh, they're bringing all their games over to PlayStation, and that's why they have these dev kits. No, because they're bringing these games like Call of Duty, which is a big game, to all these devices. So why wouldn't they not have these dev kits? It makes no sense
And
to me.
honestly, I don't even think that it was essentially PlayStation 5 dev kits. I think it was PlayStation 5 Pro dev kits that were
Mm,
talked about. And I say that because I'm pretty sure the Call of Duty team,
Mm-hmm.
since they have been, since PlayStation has been the lead platform on Call of Duty,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Call of Duty team had PS5 Pros on deck for a
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
now. And when Microsoft finally got fully entrenched in Activision, I'm sure they looked at the numbers and they said, wow, y'all make a lot of money, all of
Mm.
Activision, y'all make a lot of money with the PlayStation install base. So the Microsoft money makers, they're like, hey, we make $1 trillion, but we can make it to $4 trillion if we do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
And on next week, they're gonna do what they gotta do because Phil Spencer said this isn't a game update. This is a business update with Xbox. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. So with all this business news, I hope to see this is successful business meeting that they will be bringing us next week. I can't wait to see it. I
And
know we'll
what,
be tuning in.
yep. And what else I would like to see? I would like to see some likes and subscribes from everybody out there. We appreciate
Yeah.
it. We need it. We
Facts.
want it.
Facts. Yes,
That little
sir.
button down there, it takes 2 seconds. Just press the button, press a little notification. They call it the
Yes, sir.
noties, or little noties out there.
Noties.
Let me get some noties, and thanks for
Yay.
watching. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now we're gonna dive into entertainment. So first we have Disney, which is investing $1.5 billion in Epic to create a persistent universe tied to Fortnite.
Yep.
Crazy.
Craziness.
Talk to us.
1.5 billion is
Talk to us.
craziness.
Talk to us.
This is huge because Epic is already 30% owned by Tencent.
Mm,
And even though Disney put up 1.5 billion, since
mm,
Epic is a private company, they don't have to disclose actually how much percentage 1.5 billion of the company is.
mm.
So we don't technically know, but
Yeah.
Disney has been working with Epic for a very long time, ever
Yeah.
since the Star Wars movies with J.J. Abrams. They
Yeah.
collaborated with Sony and Epic and Disney and created the volume. And that's what they use
Mhm.
for Mandalorian and The Lion
Yeah.
King and all those other
Exactly.
things, those
We've already
experiences.
seen like little snippets of this stuff already in Fortnite, like Baby Yoda and stuff like that. So I know Disney like had something coming, but not as big as 1.5 billion.
Yeah, but 1.5 billion is more so. Do you remember the PS3 where they had the PlayStation Home, where you had like a little
Yeah.
avatar, your little apartment?
Right. Yeah. The little
Right.
avatar. Yeah.
And you ever watched the movie Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Like, this is what they're investing in. Whatever
Okay.
Epic showed them, for whether it be Unreal Engine 6 or whatever the case may be,
Hmm.
they believed in it so much that, Meta, Zuckerberg has been spending billions and billions and billions of dollars trying to create the metaverse.
Yeah.
Epic essentially has it in Fortnite. That's the platform everybody uses. Everybody has different skins of different characters already. You have concerts inside of Fortnite already. Like, Fortnite is a
Hmm.
platform. They had that Lego collaboration, so you could do Lego building. They have the creator mode. So think about a world where you're dressing up as Iron Man, building Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
Like,
They about to have Moana running around in Fortnite.
exactly. And the water around Cinderella's castle is gonna have Lilo and
Oh man.
Stitch just chilling,
Yeah.
chilling right there. So
Yeah.
they're trying to make an all-encompassing 3D, 4D world where
Hmm.
you live in and use their characters and their experiences to essentially heighten everything
Hmm.
else that they're doing. So they're basically planting the flag for what they're doing with the theme parks in real life. They're
Yeah.
creating the virtual version of those in
Right.
Unreal Engine with Epic. So this is a huge thing. This is huge.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I mean, me personally, I'm still gonna be running around in my limited edition Travis Scott skin, killing everybody in Fortnite Disney. I'm just saying, but I
Yeah,
think this is definitely dope for little kids and every adult to want to play with their kids, to be
exactly.
Cinderella. Like it's definitely gonna be a great time for them,
I
I think.
mean,
And
are they gonna have? Donald, Goofy, and Mickey out here with AK-47s throwing Molotovs? I don't think so.
I mean, I don't
I
think
don't think
so.
so.
But I mean,
No.
it looks animated. It doesn't really look
Yeah.
real. So maybe, possibly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't call it.
Yeah. But again, I didn't see didn't know they have a Superman skin and he's out there shooting people with rocket launchers and
They
everything.
have
So
everything. I
yeah,
swear.
anything's
Fortnite
possible.
is like the
Anything's possible.
the multiverse. Like for real, the real multiverse is Fortnite. And I've been
Metaverse,
saying this
baby.
for yeah, the metaverse. Like I've been saying this for the longest. Like I
But
think honestly, The Last of Us is gonna end up coming to Fortnite. Like
oh,
we,
by season 2 for sure. For sure.
yeah, yeah.
Um they also notice in their title they don't say metaverse because that name comes with some stigma because of Facebook and they basically failed the past 3 4 years.
Mm,
So they
yeah.
call this a persistent universe.
Okay.
That's what
This is
Disney and
this is the
Epic is calling this.
persistent universe.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, with and also with
I'm
that, they announced that they lost 1.3 million subscribers on Disney Plus
mhm.
because
Yeah.
of the price increases. Um, hey,
I
give
mean,
them
I think
respect.
they'll get that right back though. I think they'll get that back. I think it's nothing.
I mean,
I mean,
they also
go
said
ahead.
that be due to the price increases, they was able
Mm.
to, you know, cut the losses by 300 million. So a win is a win. That's basically
Mm.
what they were saying.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Whoever wants to be on that platform is gonna be on that platform. Whoever's gonna support Disney is gonna support Disney. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no beating Disney, man. Like the whole governor of Florida, Rob DeSantis, is trying to get at them, and it's not happening. I'm just saying, it's not happening. Disney is gonna be Disney. You
Facts,
know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts.
Like, and you know, I think Bob Iger was always saying like, you know, he's gonna be the one to put in the time. He's not going to get left behind. He's gonna be the one to shake rooms.
Facts.
So,
I believe it wholeheartedly.
mm, what else? What else is sailing in for Disney?
What else Disney got? Disney got this crazy endeavor where they say that they are combining
Mhm.
ESPN, Fox Sports, and Warner Brother Discovery, which has tournament, like inside the NBA and everything like that.
Yeah,
They want to make
yeah,
that into one big streaming app for your go-to sports. And I believe
yeah.
that's humongous.
That's
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 humongous.
very humongous.
Yeah, yeah,
Yo,
that's humongous.
I mean, as
Um,
long as just if you can keep the price right, because my point right now is prices are just out of control for everything. Inflation is crazy. I don't care what the president of the United States is saying. Inflation is crazy everywhere, and I feel like as long as the prices are right, combining ESPN, Fox Sports, and TNT, it could be great as long as the price is right.
yeah, I mean, whatever this is nothing less than $30 a month.
Yeah,
Easily
yeah,
30. But for what they're saying is this is gonna be where you want to get your football, basketball,
hmm
baseball, all tennis, all sports.
right,
This is gonna be your main home. But
yeah,
also if you notice that there is no CBS or NBC as a
exactly,
part of this.
exactly.
NBC already has their deals with
Their own streaming
NBA and
app.
stuff. And yeah.
CBS got their own streaming app.
But also
You got
too,
the Hulu, you got the YouTube. So like, it's so much competition out here. So how are you really gonna, you know, define yourself? To me, at least.
yeah, they also said that Disney, well, Bob Iger said at the same time that this isn't going to stop Disney from still creating their standalone ESPN app
Mhm.
in 2025. It was supposed to come out this year, but it's been pushed back and everything. So
Mm.
I believe what they're trying to do is right now they want to have games on streaming because TV is essentially dead. But
Yeah,
advertisement, you get the most money from live sports because people know exactly what you're watching, so they're willing to pay for that.
yeah,
But by yourself, like a Disney by itself or Warner Brothers by itself, they won't be able to afford, or it will be an astronomical price to try to get the streaming rights to like NBA
Hmm.
and NFL,
Yeah,
because it's going to be a bidding war, because you're also going
it is.
against the tech giants like Apple and
Mm-hmm.
Google and
Yep.
Microsoft.
Yep.
These
YouTube.
these people
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm-hmm.
buy up whatever they want at whatever price they want. And like a company like Warner Brothers, they're $55 billion in debt. Disney, they're losing money also with the streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fox, they're only held on by their streaming. I mean, by their Fox Sports. So
Yeah. That's it.
this
Because
that's
Fox.
because they sold their Disney. So all they have is their broadcast channel and their
Yeah.
sports. So putting those all together, that's like you going to a Airbnb. Instead of you
Mhm.
doing Airbnb by yourself, you bring two other people, the price is cheaper for everybody, and
I'm
everybody gets to have
definitely
fun. So
right.
this is
Exactly. I'm
essentially what they're
definitely
doing.
bringing people on board. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Everybody coming. The more people, the
Yeah.
merrier, because I need to pay
Yeah.
like $10 versus like 100.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Most definitely.
This is gonna be crazy. And also, this new service, whatever it's gonna be called, is also
Mhm.
still gonna be able to be bundled with Disney Plus and Hulu. So it looks like Disney's the one taking charge of all of this, which makes sense because they are ESPN.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers also is using their Bleacher Report, and they're gonna add a 9.99 add-on for sports to
Yeah.
their Max service. So if you want Max with sports, it's gonna be an extra
Yeah.
$10 a month, I believe. So they're still doing their own things separately, all three of them, and
Yeah.
just doing the big stuff combined.
I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see for Disney to take over Universal, because I feel like even Universal by NBC, I feel like that could be a potential merger. Um, even though NBC is technically what, Comcast now.
Yeah, but
Um,
Comcast don't want to spend no money, so
right.
but Peacock is so cheap, and Peacock also they found they was a they was afraid, and there was rumors and rumblings that they wanted to sell NBC, but
Yeah.
after the NFL playoffs that happened, and they did something that was crazy, and they
Hmm.
made it where you need to have a Peacock subscription in order to
Hmm.
watch the playoff game.
Yeah.
So what was the numbers? The numbers was something crazy, like bananas crazy, that people didn't even believe that that would be possible. So them seeing those numbers, I'm pretty sure that
Mhm.
halted most of the talks about getting rid of Peacock, and how can we monetize future games and
Yeah.
subscriptions, because obviously the public was cool with it, because
Yeah.
X amount of dozens amount of millions of people, either signed up or
Hmm.
already have the service to watch it. So
Yeah.
the streaming wars are still here, but it's not
Hmm.
really a war anymore, because as you see
Yeah.
on Netflix, there's Warner Brothers stuff like Sex and the City and the DC movies and
Hmm.
everything like that. Um,
Feel like
just
everybody just trying to catch a dollar right now. So
Yeah, that's what I'm when people talk about Microsoft's going multi-platform, like no, like HBO Max still has their certain exclusives on their thing,
yeah.
but whatever they consider is old, sure. If Netflix want to give me a bag for those old things for a little bit,
Yeah.
I'll take it. Give me that
Hmm.
bag. Give me, y'all can watch it. But just know, if you want to watch a sequel of those things, that's on Max.
Yeah.
Come over to Max. Yeah, and you can watch those over here. Cake and eat it too. That's just the future right now. Cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Definitely. Disney also has some new things coming to the table. They have Moana 2, which is sailing into theaters this November. The animated sequel follows Moana and friends on yet another journey at sea as they venture into the dangerous, long lost waters of Oceania. It hits theaters on November the 27th. Yeah, I can't wait. I actually watched Moana 1,000,000,001 times because my goddaughter loves this movie. Like I went to go see her in Seattle, and that's all we watched. That's it. That's it. She would not let me watch anything else. Just Moana, 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 Moana. So her birthday just passed. I just bought her a bunch of Moana stuff. And yeah, I think Moana 2 is definitely going to be one for the children. We're going to be learning some new songs, adults, with that Moana 2. So I just get ready. Just get ready. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
Hitting
and
theater
The
soon.
Rock posted the trailer on his Instagram, so I guess that confirms that he's reprising his role as the voice actor,
Mm.
and
The
he's
Rock has
also
been all
doing
over.
the live action. So
And I
he's
got a live
working.
action up and coming.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
that's
he's working
dope.
double time. And
Okay.
this also, Bob Iger said this was supposed to come out next year, but
Ah.
actually I'm mistaken. He said this was originally a TV show for Disney
Mm-hmm.
Plus. But when he
Mm.
saw it, he loved it so much that he gave them a little bit more money, turned it into a
Okay.
movie to be released this year.
Mm.
So that's a lot. So he put
Right.
stock in it, and that means, hey, it's definitely worth to see.
Yeah, definitely. What also is coming to Disney is Percy Jackson
Yes,
renewed
sir.
season 2. Percy Jackson author Rick Riordan shared a few words to commemorate the moment via Disney's Instagram. Quote, I can't wait to bring the next season of Percy Jackson to Disney Plus. Raise anchors, hoist the mainsail, all hands on deck, demigods. We are heading for the sea of monsters. And yeah, I'm definitely enjoying myself again. I'm only halfway, Buddha. Don't be trying to spoil anything
Hey,
out here for
hey,
me. I'm
you
only
good? You
halfway.
good?
I'm only halfway. But tell me, what's your excitement level for this?
Oh, I'm hyped. I just hope that
Mm-hmm.
since they saw it, they put a little bit more belief into it.
Mm-hmm.
The 8 episode, 30-minute thing, that's not even a sitcom to me.
Yeah,
So that's more of a tease than anything. But
yeah,
other than
yeah.
that, like they follow the books as closely as you
Mm-hmm.
can within 30-minute segments. But it was definitely, compared to the books, it was
Mm-hmm.
definitely rushed. But compared to the movies,
Yeah.
it was, essential. Definitely
I
essential. So
mean,
I'm here
to
for it.
me, I'm a little confused why it's taking place because I was sitting here watching Percy Jackson with my girl on Disney, and I'm confused because did it always take place in the Northeast? Like, I'm really confused by that. I thought that Percy Jackson and all of them were like in their own world. Like, why are they coming over to Earth?
No, like that's the whole thing of it all, is that the gods have been around this whole time,
Mm-hmm.
having children and having demigods this whole time. And it's just been this rule that the three most powerful gods, they were banned from having kids because their kids, would be the strongest out of all of them, and would, basically the rules of a gods is that gods can't
Mm-hmm.
do certain things.
Yeah.
So the demigods can, because they have their mortal blood in them. So they're able to be
Mm.
used and manipulated by the gods to do the things that the gods can't do. Like, the story with like Hercules and
Yeah. Yeah.
things like that.
They
Like,
were pushed out. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so those type of stories is like, hey, like they sending them on quests because they're not allowed, they're forbidden, but their kids aren't. So that's where they go around having a bunch of kids.
Mm.
And then the magic realm and the human realm
Yeah.
are the same. They're intertwined, but it's just that humans can't see it. And so I'm really liked how they blended all of that and made it modern, because we're in 2024, so the
Yeah.
books wasn't set in 2024. So this
Okay.
a little bit more modern way of looking
Yeah,
at
I
it.
feel
I
like that.
like
It's a
it.
little bit more modern. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It makes way more sense than
Hmm.
if it was to come out when the movies came out. The movies was more like a fantastical kind of thing. This is more like
Okay.
a fantastical grounded, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's rooted in a somewhat reality because we're seeing it from Percy's perspective,
Okay.
because he was brought up as a mortal, but his mom also was leaving breadcrumbs and Easter eggs while he was being
Yeah.
grown up and taught certain things. You'll see. Like it's an amazing story, amazing.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
cast, they did the cast justice. The cast was the truth.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm here for
Okay.
it. I'm happy for it. I'm happy.
Um, we also got some more Disney news for you with the entertainment. We're gonna run this down real quick. So Disney and Twitter are in a little bit of a shamble right now. Elon Musk is preparing for more drama as he is backing Gina Carano, who is suing Disney after she took to Twitter to post what she wanted and the dislikes she didn't that she had with Disney. She says the thing is, I never even used aggressive language. I shared thought-provoked quote pictures, memes, and occasionally I use my own words, not with aggression, but with respect, and occasional comedy to keep the mood light in dark times. So Twitter lawyers reached out to my girl, was like, yo, you are protected by free speech. Disney can't be doing this. And right now she is suing for wrongful discharge and sex discrimination, and wants the court to force Lucasfilm to recast her and pay her at least $75,000 plus punitive damages. So yeah, Disney got a lot going on right now. They got a lot going on right now. They got some highs and they got the lows right now.
I
So
mean, I wish her the best, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening because you signed
yeah.
a
Mm-hmm.
what was it? She was on for 2 seasons
I
or
think
1
so.
season, whatever. She signed her contract for the X amount of seasons that she had,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to choose whether you're gonna. It's up to the employer to choose if they're gonna renew your contract or not.
Mm.
It's not like you was under contract and they terminated your contract because of your tweets or whatever. Yeah,
Mm.
you would have merit if that was the case. But if your
Yeah.
contract was over because the season was over and you only had a per season or 2 season order, that's
Yeah.
just on them. You
Yeah.
just did get rehired.
Yeah. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I wish her the best.
Wish her luck.
Keep fighting
Wish her luck.
that. Keep
Keep
fighting
fighting a
that
good
good
fight.
fight.
Yes, sir. Fight the
Exactly.
good fight.
And last but not least, we're going to talk about a TikTok user finding a 46-year-old ticket and entering Disney World. This ticket was originally worth $8. Matthew Abelies shared a short TikTok on TikTok sharing that he went to the park, was 46 years old. He was scared it wasn't going to come in. He ended up getting in, so shout out to him. And it was from 1978. And in today's money, that would be worth $164.
Mm.
So if you're listening right now, ask your grandma, ask your grandpa, ask your sister, cousin, uncle, mom, dad, a second relative, third relative, if they have any Disney tickets out here and it doesn't have an expiration date, possibly can be getting into Disney for free 99 if you
That's
haven't used the
crazy.
tickets. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we got one article for technology for you today. We're going to be talking about how Apple is developing foldable clamshell iPhones. And this is going to be from Reuters. We're going to run down this quickly for you today so you can be situated for your technology.
Yes, sir.
So, Apple has been exploring foldable iPhones as early as 2018 and currently has at least 2 active prototypes of models that are fold like clamshells. Talk to us, Buddha. What's going on with this?
Hey man, Apple, they're trying to do the flip game with
Mm-hmm.
the Samsung Flip and the Motorola Razr. They've been working on this for a while, as you see, from 2018. They still haven't
Mm-hmm.
came out because Apple wants to make sure that when they do something, they do it premium and pristine.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want no creases. They don't want it to be fragile and everything, which has been reports of the early folds and the early flips and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
as you know, I have a fold and my mom
Yeah.
has a flip.
Yeah.
We've
And yours
been
is like big time. Like it folds out
yeah,
like a whole iPad. Like that
yeah,
thing fire. Like I
yeah,
really want one.
yeah. That's my baby. I don't think I can get a regular phone, even though I still have an iPhone. That's my other phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and my mom, this is her second flip, so she's been flipping for the past couple of years now. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that's where phones is continuing to go. But I don't believe Apple's gonna make opening phone that opens to a tablet because that'll cannibalize their iPad market, and that's not something they want to do.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be competing with themselves technically, versus iPad Mini versus the iPad versus the iPad Pro. Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot going on.
yeah. So you'll have uh like a mini iPhone that'll open up
Mhm.
into a full iPhone. And also Apple's working on a folding iPad, which is when
Yeah.
you close it, it closes into an iPad mini. And when you
Hmm.
open it, it opens into an iPad Pro or maybe even a regular
Mm.
iPad. So that right there is innovation, and we shouldn't expect that until after 2027, 2028, the
Ooh.
earliest. So we'll see.
I love that new technology. I love it. Keep it coming.
Yes,
Let's see
sir.
what it do. If it even really comes to fruition,
It'll
because they're
it'll
all
be
still
there
prototypes.
because Samsung's on their sixth generation of their Fold and their sixth generation of their Flip, and there's other companies like OnePlus that's out there and Huawei that's out there making their
Mm-hmm.
folding phones. So the technology is
Mm-hmm.
there. Apple just wants to get a little bit further for them to put their stamp of approval on it.
And you were telling me that Apple was planning to release the foldable iPhone by 2025. Do you think that's still on schedule till today?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's pushback. I'm pretty sure we're looking at 2028 at the
Mm.
earliest for any type of folding anything from Apple,
Mm.
especially with the Vision Pro that they released. I think that's going to be their major focus from here on out. They want you they want to shrink that down
Mm-hmm.
as small as they can to if they can make it resemble like how Snapchat has their Ray-Ban glasses and
Yeah.
stuff, they could
Yeah.
shrink that down. That's Apple's goal. So that's their
Mm.
focus for now.
That's crazy. Everybody really rocking them Vision Pros, driving and all. People are wild
Yeah, people
nowadays.
wild. I don't know if it's gonna take somebody to crash for them to be like, you can't wear
Yeah.
your Vision Pro driving. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Wild times we're living in. Well, speaking of wild times, we're going to hit that rapid fire, rapid fire, rapid fire. We're going to run down these topics real quick. Everything that's going on with gaming, entertainment, and technology. First, we're going to be talking about how GameStop dropped a tweet saying, join us 210 for Xbox Demo Day. Come play new games on the Xbox Series X and S, plus explore the benefits of Microsoft Game Pass. So this is breaking news that GameStop actually messed up, and this was their own little thing, and it's not going to be called Microsoft Game Pass. It's only going to be called Xbox Game Pass from here on out. So,
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft Game Pass sounds good. It. If I was a
mm-hmm,
if if the report wasn't as accurate as it was, I mean, it would be
mm-hmm,
plausible, especially all the rumors of them going multi-platform and them having a business announcement update next week, changing it
yeah,
from Xbox Game Pass to Microsoft Game Pass.
yeah,
And then people could be like, "Oh, you see, they're trying to get rid of the Xbox brand name and everything like that."
mm-hmm.
I don't
It's not
think so.
happening.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not happening.
happening. Toys for Bob's Office by Activision could possibly be shutting down. There are reports of the studio moving to a smaller location with little layoffs. No official word yet, but this studio has made Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Skylander series. I don't think this is really happening, but there has been no official word. But you were telling me that somebody from Windows Central Gaming had said something about this.
Yeah, Jez Corden from Windows Central tweeted out that he heard that Toys for Bob
Mm,
was not shutting down.
mm-hmm,
So maybe they did have layoffs, but
mm-hmm,
they aren't shutting down from his reporting. So take
mm.
that for what he will.
Sheesh. Speaking of shutting down, Elon Musk might want to shut down Twitter after this because advertisers have slashed spending on Twitter slash X by more than 55% ahead of this weekend's Super Bowl 58. Wow, 58%? Elon Musk spent billions on Twitter.
Capital
Now it's
B.
worth like nothing.
Yeah,
Wild.
that's sad. I'll be sick if I was him.
Yeah.
Sick.
Chiefs 49ers. Who you got, Buddha?
I don't talk about football.
Woo! That's not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah,
Hey, yo.
talk to me about football in August. I don't want to talk about that.
Oh.
I have nothing but I want to talk about nice things for football. I don't have nothing nice to say.
Uh-oh. 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 Talk to us. Talk to us. Hell Divers 2 is only targeting 1080p 60 frames per second. My boy Cheeto hit me with this information. Apparently, it looks blurry at 4K if you do not switch your settings. They do have a 4K 30 FPS mode for quality mode. For comparison, Helldivers 2 is about 100 gigabytes versus Starfield at about 140 gigabytes on PC and 127 gigabytes on Xbox Series X and S. Now, I'm sorry. Helldivers 2 was supposed to kind of be like Starfield, and I have seen nobody leave honest reviews on Helldivers 2 on PS5 and PC, but when Starfield dropped on Xbox, everybody had something to say.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to be a generational game. So, generational game, people wanted the next Skyrim. People were playing Skyrim for years upon years, and they wanted to do that in space. And a lot of people felt left down and let down and left out of the entire Bethesda experience. So it left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. And also on the other side, there's a lot of fanboyism that it wasn't on your platform. So I'm gonna trash and downvote that video because I don't get access to it. So it's
crazy.
A lot of combinations going on out there with all that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I need both sides to hear it, that Helldivers 2 probably wasn't that great. Starfield might have not been that great, but please do not play sides. Keep it fair. Come on, keep it fair, please.
Keep it fair. I would like to dabble into Helldivers, see what it's like, co-op. I'm always down for some co-op PvE type of games.
So, we might have to get on Steam. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely on Steam. Let's see how it goes. We'll check it out. Definitely check it out.
Definitely. And if you want us to check it out, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we will be streaming on this channel. We'll be dropping the clips on this channel soon, and we'll have the YouTube shorts. If you're listening on the iPhone and Spotify, we got some giveaways coming for y'all. Again, we do have some giveaways coming on YouTube, and follow us on all our social medias, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We have giveaways coming out on that too. 24 giveaways for the year of 2024. We definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. We love y'all, and please keep supporting us.
Yep. We are at the G.E.T. Network on all relevant social media platforms. We can't thank you enough, and we appreciate your time. Until next time, peace.
Stay blessed. Peace.